Hello friends, welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. If this is your first time visiting, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. So tonight I wanted to bring to you this tumbler. I love this. This turned out so good. The color on this is called Gunmetal. And now this particular glitter I had gotten from AliExpress. However, I did get a glitter, it's also called Gunmetal, from the Glitzy Glitter Gal, and it is the exact same color. And this is so pretty. I'm really hoping that the camera does it justice. Like, I absolutely love how this turned out. And you should see the one I'm working on. Oh my God, I can't wait till it's done. But we're talking about this one. So this color is amazing. This is a very simple tumbler. However, this is a really good idea. So I know when I am out with my tumblers, I always get asked about them all the time without fail. And my friends that I've made, glitter tumblers for, they always tell me when I am out with this thing, I get asked about it all the time. And what a great idea for marketing. So if you have a business, what a great way to market your business, because somebody asks you about your tumbler and it stands out, it's so sparkly and it's going to stand out, and it's a good opportunity to kind of address your business that's on there, right? So he can say, oh, yeah, I love this tumbler, one of my clients made it for me, right? And there you go. So, and not only does it market his business, but he's so loved that his client made it for him. So I just think it's a really good idea. And if you are a tumbler seller, that is a great marketing tool, also a marketing tool for people to market their businesses. So yeah, that's what this is. This is for my hairdresser, and I know he's gonna love it. He's such a nice guy. And yeah, there you go. All right, so listen, I hope that you like this video. Please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to watch me put this together, just stay tuned and that will be attached. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow, friends. Thanks. Bye. And again, this is the Gunmetal. And this little guy turned out so nice. Love how this turned out. That sparkle is so pretty. I'm not sure if the camera's really doing it justice, but let me tell you, this thing is gorgeous. All right, video is attached. Hello friends. All right, if you remember a few videos ago, I showed you I had a tumbler. I had to take all the epoxy off and start over. Well, this is that tumbler. I wanted to use it to show you that they are still perfectly great to use after. All right, so for this tumbler, I used a flat charcoal colored paint. So this is a chalk paint that I used on it. I love chalk paint on tumblers. It works so fantastic. Now, I was going to use my over and over on this, but I couldn't find it, and actually I still haven't found it. So I decided to use some E6000. It says that there's no odor, that you can use it inside. So I wanted to try it and see. I hadn't really used it on a tumbler before. So the spray wasn't super even. I still had to take my hands and make it all nice and even. There was definitely not any odor. However, I had a lot of overspray and I kind of made a mess in my room from it. However, it stuck really, really well. And afterwards, I even sealed my tumbler with it, and that worked fantastic. So I'm using a gunmetal gray glitter on here. So this one is from AliExpress. I do have the exact same color that I got from Glitzy Glitter Gal though. And then I did mix in a little tiny bit of some chunky black, not a lot, just a little bit. And it really wasn't even noticeable, to be perfectly honest. So I did 2 layers of glitter on this, and then I went in and I put a coat of epoxy on it, and just one coat to cover the glitter, give me a surface to be able to put my decals on. And then I did actually take a light sanding to it. So I used a 1200 grit sandpaper, and I did sand over it to help make it nice and smooth, because I didn't do a real heavy amount of epoxy on it. So my decal, I cut this using my Cricut, and I used white Cricut vinyl for this. Now, when I transferred it to my transfer paper, I messed up my B, so I'm putting my B down first, and then I will go in and match the rest of it up to it. However, as you can see, I laid it too far up top, so I'm using my little tool, and I'm going to just move it down, put it back in place, be very gentle. That's why when I first put things down, I try to not push it down all the way, enough for it to stick, but to where I can move it if I have to. So this is an advertisement for the salon that I go to. So this is for the owner of that salon, and he is going to use this as like a marketing cup, and it's beautiful. I think this is going to be a really good idea. So I put my decal where I want it, and after this, I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to do a nice, decent sized coat of epoxy on it, about 20 cc's. And then once that dry, I go back and do just a very light coat of about 5 cc's afterwards. And it is just super, super pretty. Now, the reason why I do like the 20 and then I'll top it off with like 5, because my turners are old and I do have new ones coming. So I don't like to put too much at a time. I would rather do a smaller amount and then come back over it with that light coat, which I have found actually gives it a super nice finish. So if you have time doing a really light coat after everything's dried, I mean, gives it just an immaculate finish. And so yeah, and this turned out really, really nice. I'm super happy with it. And if you're wondering what I use to hold my cup to put my decals, that is a pull noodle. And I just cut 2 pieces off and I tape the ends of them together. I've been using the same one for probably 3 years now, and it holds up so well, works super, super well. Additionally, putting rice in a tube sock and using that to kind of hold things in place also works well. And again, this is the gunmetal. And this little guy turned out so nice. Love how this turned out. That sparkle is so pretty. I'm not sure if the camera's really doing it justice, but let me tell you, this thing is gorgeous. All right, video is attached.